Hey everyone, welcome back to Ride Zone Bikes. Today we're taking a full deep dive into the 2025 Suzuki V-Strom 1050, a motorcycle that has become a favorite among adventure touring riders worldwide. Suzuki's V-Strom lineup has always been about versatility, combining the DNA of a sport tourer with the rugged edge of an adventure bike, and the 2025 model continues that tradition with refinements, technology updates, and design tweaks that make it a serious contender in its segment. If you've ever wondered whether this bike is the right tool for your long-distance rides, your everyday commute, or your weekend escape into the hills, stick around because this is a complete review from engine to electronics, comfort to design, and of course, the all-important price tag. The heart of the V-Strom 1050 is Suzuki's tried and tested 1037cc liquid-cooled Dock 90-degree V-twin. This engine is one of the key reasons why the V-Strom line has such a loyal following. For 2025, it remains smooth, tractable, and torquey, producing just over 100 horsepower with about 100 Nm of torque. That might not sound like the wildest numbers in today's world of 150 horsepower adventure machines, but the way this power is delivered is where the V-Strom earns respect. It's tuned for usable grunt in the mid-range, which means overtakes are effortless, climbing hills is no problem, and highway cruising is smooth and unstressed. Suzuki refined cam profiles and fuel mapping to keep throttle response crisp while maintaining fuel efficiency, and even fitted hollow sodium-filled exhaust valves to better handle combustion heat. The transmission is a 6-speed unit matched with Suzuki's clutch assist system, which lightens the lever feel and works like a slipper clutch for smoother downshifts. Add in a factory quick shifter that works both up and down, and you've got a powertrain that feels refined and modern, with enough edge to keep things exciting. Where the V-Strom 1050 really steps forward in 2025 is in its electronics suite. Suzuki's Intelligent Ride System, or SIRS, bundles together rider aids that make a difference in daily riding as well as long touring. There's motion track ABS that works in corners, hill hold control to stop you from rolling back on slopes, slope and load dependent controls that automatically adjust braking force depending on terrain or passenger weight, and multiple traction control modes. A 3-level Suzuki Drive Mode selector allows you to toggle between power delivery settings for sportier rides, everyday balance, or rain conditions. Cruise control is now standard, making highway stretches far less tiring, and the low RPM assist function keeps the engine from stalling during slow maneuvers. Riders also get a 5-inch full-color TFT display, bright and clear in all conditions, showing speed, revs, fuel range, gear position, trip meters, and even ambient temperature. Add to that a handy USB charging port right up front for phones or GPS units, and the package feels ready for serious adventure. Comfort is central to the V-Strom's character, and Suzuki made sure that long-haul riders are taken care of. The windscreen is hand-adjustable, the seat can be swapped for a low or tall option, and the ergonomics are neutral with wide handlebars, comfortable foot peg placement, and a slim seat-to-tank junction to help even shorter riders feel in control. LED headlights and taillights improve visibility while cutting down power draw, and there's a useful center stand and protective underbelly cowl included. If you want more, Suzuki's catalog of accessories includes aluminum luggage, skid plates, heated grips, crash bars, auxiliary lighting, and touring screens. It's one of those bikes you can tailor heavily to your own style of riding, whether that's up touring across countries or solo weekend exploration. On the road, the V-Strom 1050 feels balanced and composed. The aluminum twin spar frame provides stiffness without excess weight, and the suspension setup strikes a nice middle ground. Up front is a fully adjustable inverted fork, while the rear gets a link-type shock with preload and rebound adjustment. For most riders this means smooth, comfortable travel on highways and well-damped confidence in corners. The 1050 isn't a hardcore off-roader, but it can handle gravel roads, dirt paths, and rough patches without breaking a sweat. If you want more serious off-road chops, Suzuki also sells the 1050 version with wire spoke wheels, a 21-inch front rim, longer travel suspension, and extra ground clearance. That model leans more into the dual sport side of things, while the standard V-Strom 1050 is very much a sports adventure tourer at heart. With a top speed around 200 km/h and an efficient cruising range of nearly 400 km on a 20-liter tank, it strikes an impressive balance between speed, endurance, and practicality. Styling-wise, the 2025 V-Strom 1050 keeps the distinctive adventure silhouette Suzuki has refined over years. At the front is the signature beak-style cowl inspired by Suzuki's Dakar racing history, paired with vertically stacked LED headlights that give it a purposeful, modern look. The body panels are angular but functional, with a slim midsection that makes it easier to grip the tank while riding standing up. The mirrors are sturdy and placed to minimize vibration, and the 10-spoke cast aluminum wheels on the base model balance lightness and strength. The diversion swaps those for wire-spoked wheels, adding visual ruggedness along with functional off-road advantage. Suzuki offers a set of attractive color schemes and graphics updates for 2025, ensuring that the V-Strom looks as sharp parked at a cafe copyright as it does loaded up with bangers on a remote mountain road. Now let's talk about the price, because this is where Suzuki often makes a strong case. In the US market, the 2025 V-Strom 1050 comes in at an MSRP around $15,500, with some dealers listing it just over $15,300. The diversion is a little pricier, hovering closer to $17,500. For that money, you're getting a motorcycle with a proven V-twin engine, an advanced electronics suite that rivals more expensive competitors, excellent touring comfort, and a reputation for reliability that has made the V-Strom line one of the most trusted adventure tourers globally. So what are the unique selling points of this bike? First, its versatility. This is a machine that can commute, tour, and lightly adventure without needing to swap bikes. Second, the balance of technology and simplicity. You get cornering ABS, traction modes, quick shifter, and cruise control without being overwhelmed by complex menus. Third, reliability. The V-twin has been refined for decades and has a reputation for a long life. Fourth, the cost-to-feature ratio. In a world where some adventure bikes now push $20,000 to $30,000, the V-Strom 1050 feels like incredible value. And fifth, the availability of the diversion means riders who want more dirt capability don't have to leave the V-Strom family. Add comfort, accessory support, and proven dependability, and you have a bike that earns its place in the garage of serious travelers. In conclusion, the 2025 Suzuki V-Strom 1050 is not about chasing the most horsepower or the lightest weight. It's about delivering a balanced package that works in the real world. It's about a smooth and strong engine, practical electronics, genuine long-distance comfort, and a price that undercuts many rivals. If you want a bike that you can trust on a week-long tour, that can carve mountain roads, commute reliably, and still let you explore a gravel trail now and then, this machine is absolutely worth a test ride. That's it for our full review here on Ride Zone Bikes. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new V-Strom 1050, whether you'd pick the standard or diversion, and if you think it's still the best value adventure tourer in 2025.